Well, there have been some major new leaks that have come out as it pertains to GTA 6, from story to characters to the map of Gloriana. But what's going on, guys? It is Ketch back with another video on the channel. If you're new around here, don't forget to give this a like and a subscribe. But I will be going through breaking down these leaks and what they potentially mean. To be perfectly honest, these leaks are just leaks at the end of the day. None of this is actually confirmed per se. I'll go into it a little bit, but I got these leaks from a game roll on X. Apparently he knows a source of a source who works at Rockstar, so you know it pays to be in the know, if you will. But let's break this down straight away. All right, so let's get into this. So first and foremost, the 6-star wanted level is returning. This is great because we last saw this in GTA 4. We didn't see it in GTA 5, but I'm glad that it's back in GTA 6. Obviously 6-star for GTA 6. There is a relationship bar mentioned in the 2022 leak clips that still exists. Works like Honor in Red Dead Redemption 2. So that pretty much means that, you know, if your actions will determine your relationship bar in GTA 6. So if Jason goes to a strip club when he's with Lucia, that might negatively, you know, bring his relationship bar down, or vice versa. If Lucia is hanging out with a bunch of dudes, then Jason might not be too happy about it, and that might put his relationship bar down, and vice versa. You know how that sort of thing works. Actions pretty much have consequences, or whatever actions you do will have an effect on the relationship bar. Also in these leaks, weight mechanics are a thing, so obviously we can tell this from when Jason is working out in the trailer, so you have the ability to get ripped, or if you let yourself go, you could get fat as well. And there is also a lot more explorable underwater areas with treasure and secrets. This one's a little bit more obvious, as we had this in GTA 5, with all the exploring you could do underwater, getting the scrap parts, I believe it was, to complete one of the Strangers and Freaks missions, but also just random stuff you could sometimes find in GTA 5 is coming back to GTA 6, and given the screenshots we've seen for some of the water effects in GTA 6, I can imagine there'll be a lot more to find underwater in GTA 6. Alrighty, so quickly moving on to the next section of leaks, and this is still gameplay related, but the scene where Jason buys beer is actually a part of gameplay, so I'm guessing you can do this while doing free roam. Greet and antagonize is back in the game, which is kind of expected. This is towards NPCs, where you can just annoy them or be friendly towards them. Now this next one, where it talks about the character wheel having 3 options, so you've got solo Jason and solo Lucia, similar to what we had in GTA 5 with Michael, Trevor and Franklin's character wheel. And then you also have the dual protagonist control, where Lucia or Jason can be controlled at the same time to rub together in the open world. Now that seems really cool, being able to control both of them at the same time. And it also goes on to say that some missions are also started using the 2 of them at once, so you could just be like, oh, I'm controlling both of them right now, and you just go into like that mission marker and you start the mission with both of them. There's also a rectangle GPS with pink waypoints. Now you can see in the clip below of GTA 5 we had sort of purple waypoints with sort of like a yellow circle, so that's changed a little bit in GTA 6. And the interesting thing on abilities, Jason has a Deadeye like ability which enables him to slow down time and reveal weak spots. Lucia can do it, but only in one shot. Apparently this source said that it is apparently super bad, and they hope it gets changed. It's meant to show the difference of how good Jason is as a shot rather than Lucia, due to his time in the army, of course, and that ability is meant to be really cool. I can't wait to personally see it myself. But yeah, let's move on. Continuing on with the gameplay, there will be NPCs reacting to having your gun out. So if you're walking down a street with your gun out, the NPCs will react with alarm. And if you're just walking down a street, you know, not armed at all or not bringing your gun out, the NPCs will react as if nothing is happening and they're just going about their day. There are male strippers in the game. Now we did see this in a Port Gellhorn screenshot in this one. You can see it zoomed in. It says ladies night on it, which is kind of interesting, I guess. Gives it a bit of both. The strip club being a major part again of a GTA game is always interesting. Driving is the best it's ever been. It bloody better well be the best it's ever been. Is GTA 6 for Pete's sake. I'm expecting it to be awesome. The Gore and Dismemberment is being built off Red Dead Redemption 2, so they'll probably just take the system they built the Gore and Dismemberment with there and take it further. I can't wait to see like hands and arms fly off and all that blood going left, right and center, so that's going to be pretty cool. And of course there's this last thing called a limited weapon system. Effectively what this means, you'll probably be forced to pick certain weapons for certain missions and store them in your trunk, rather than just having a continuous weapon wheel of weapons to cycle through for a mission. So that's kind of interesting. They did show it in this screenshot here with Jason and Lucia closing the trunk on the GTA website, so that's looking pretty cool. Alrighty, the next section is briefly on characters, and all it says is Donnie is Jason's friend who works for Brian and is described as a bit of a freak. So this could just be leaning into the fact that Jason has a few more of those weird friends alongside Cal and Brian, a bit more in the drug trade. Then the leaks go on to talk about the map. Now the map is once again on an island, which is pretty cool. Well, how this works into being Gloriana remains to be seen, but the mapping project team have done a really good job on the map so far. So I wonder how this all fits in. It's definitely going to be a different shape to the map that we got in Los Santos. There's also going to be no panhandle, which is a little bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. And there's going to be enterable shopping malls and skyscrapers with lifts. Now this is pretty cool because for some bizarre reason you had a few shops you could enter in GTA 5, but there was never really a big shopping mall you could sort of just randomly enter and just go around looking and exploring, whereas in GTA 4 you had random burger places and a lot of other enterable buildings that you could go into and enter. So I'm glad that they're bringing in more enterable shopping malls and skyscrapers with lifts as well, because you know, walking up a bunch of stairs in a skyscraper is going to be a pain in the backside, so glad that there's lifts. With the map, the last one is that there's going to be 700 plus shops and most of the interiors of a major open world game. Now this is the one that Game Roll's source was most iffy about. He's not really sure if there's going to be this many enterable buildings. Like if you had to rob over 700 shops, that'd be a little bit annoying. I'm guessing they'll probably reduce that number to maybe 100 to 200, because 700 you just be flying around the map trying to rob everyone left, right and center. I think you'd probably almost crash your game as well, given how many gigs that would probably take to download as well. So probably that one will probably come down in the amount of shops that are enterable in the game. Next section talks about story spoilers, so if you don't want to listen to these, skip ahead about 20 seconds or however long it takes me to explain this section, and yeah, just skip ahead if you don't want to hear about the spoilers regarding the story of GTA 6. It's not really a big one, it's definitely not anything game ending or anything like that. The only spoiler is that the game has chapters like Red Dead Redemption 2, so apparently there's 5 chapters in total, and the shots from trailer 2 were all from chapters 1 to 3, so that's a pretty significant portion of the game that was shown in trailer 2. Apparently, from what I've heard, that chapter 5 has been in development hell for quite a long time. Now personally, I would have thought that Rockstar would have had that bit under control, especially when it comes to the ending of GTA 6, but I guess given it had been in development hell for so long, they've probably decided to just flesh out the story a bit more before finalizing that last chapter. So I think it's going to be pretty cool, at least the chapter variants of it. I wonder what the chapter names will be, but I think, you know, the whole story part of it will be really cool. Now unfortunately for us fans, there was also a lot of cut and non-existent content removed from GTA 6, and here it is. There's no fully nude sex scenes, so I'm guessing there'll be no full nude on nude sort of stuff, but there'll probably be like maybe, you know, boob shots like there was in GTA 5, especially in the strip club, but no fully nude sex scenes. So those weirdos out there, not happening in this game. And to be perfectly honest, I think even though it's going to be an R-rated plus game, at least here in Australia it probably will be, I think, you know, having this is probably a good thing, because there will be a lot of people who are under the age of 18 that buy it. Listening to music outside of a car apparently isn't a thing. Now this is an interesting one. I really thought they would have had this in GTA 6. I mean, surely it's not that hard to sort of code, you know, just have like a speaker set on a car somewhere, but evidently Rockstar didn't want to go down that route, so it's been cut from the game. Apparently prone positioning was cut a while ago, which is kind of sad because it probably takes out the ability to be stealthy in both story and online eventually down the track. Well, maybe it comes back in, maybe it gets added in, I don't know. Apparently dual wielding weapons aren't a part of the game, so this was a feature in Red Dead Redemption 2 where you could dual wield and just shoot people with 2 weapons, but it is not to be in GTA 6. Apparently there is no Disney World parody either. To be perfectly honest, that just sounds stupid. I don't know why you'd want to have a Disney World parody in a GTA game. Ridiculous. And apparently there's no burglary mini game as well, so I'm guessing the burglary aspect of the game is just sort of taken from a storyline perspective. There's no actual mini game associated with it, but there were some additional leaks as well. Now these next leaks aren't really that major. Just from the trailer, Jason has a pet iguana at his home that you can feed, and apparently you can dress in like a shirt and put glasses on it as well. And apparently the ankle monitor on Lucia does not affect gameplay, and she gets rid of it early on, so no dramas are there at all. The other leaks as well is that Vice City is the largest city by far in the game, which is very good. Of course, it is the main part of the game, so it should be. Ambrosia and Port Gellhorn are also pretty big, and that is true because of what we've seen from the GTA mapping project. Those two places are very large as well, and of course from the screenshots, you can just tell those places are going to be massive. There is also a spear gun in the game that you can use in one mission to shoot a shark, which I found pretty cool. So if you're hunting aficionados out there, that is pretty cool. And apparently, a bit of a big one. Apparently, Lucia has a kid, but it does not play a major role in the story. So I'm guessing this is probably just a one-off side mission where you got to save the kid, or maybe, you know, she's doing whatever she's doing with Jason because she wants to, you know, improve the life for her kid and improve the life for herself. Personally, don't know how that is going to work, but considering it's not a major part of the story, probably nothing to get your hair in and not about. But that has been the end of this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the leaks, and if you are, you know, hoping that there's more stuff that comes out, or if, you know, there's stuff that was cut that you might, you know, want back in, hoping that Rockstar bring back in. Don't forget to drop this a like and a subscribe on the channel, as it really helps the channel go. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so any support is greatly appreciated. But with that, guys, I will leave you to it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you with another video very soon. Have a good one, guys. See ya. Bye bye.